remember when my eldest son discovered the word literally. He used it incessantly and almost always incorrectly. Did you know literally the dinosaurs died all at once, Dad? Literally? I'd reply. Literally, he'd double down. Children exaggerate with the confidence adults try to cloak in sophistication. They broadcast what we whisper, and when we laugh, it's not only at them, it's often at ourselves, reflected back in miniature. They take in the world exactly as it's handed to them. This third Sunday of Lent works similarly. Scripture gives us people who can't or won't see past the immediate. They're stuck on the surface of things, a thirst, a well, a staff, a stranger, an enemy in the hot midday sun. Each scene contains chaos, and each scene contains God. The drama isn't that chaos is present, but that mercy is required to enter it. The Israelites are barely 3 chapters into their freedom and already nostalgic for captivity. Yes, they are thirsty, but thirst is not the tragedy. Amnesia is. They forget the point of their liberation. They quarrel because they can only narrate the present crisis, not the larger story. They demand answers from Moses as if he's the source of both rescue and suffering, unable to see that he stands between them and God, bearing their fear. And here's the detail we often miss. Moses does not strike the people in their absurdity. He turns to God on their behalf. He steps into their panic and pleads for them, not against them. Their chaos becomes his intercession, and God's response honors this posture. Mercy moves first, not correction. The path to water leads through advocacy. In the gospel, Jesus does much the same and more. He goes through Samaria instead of around it. He sits alone at a well at noon. Everything about this moment defies prudence and tribal logic. The place is hostile, the timing is extreme, and the woman morally scrutinized, socially sidelined, and theologically distrusted. Jesus crosses every predictable boundary to reach her in the one place she'd rather not be seen. This is not a sacred encounter, but the lived work of mercy. Choosing paths others reject, initiating conversations others may avoid, remaining present when misunderstanding compounds, and revealing dignity before agreement is reached. The woman begins suspicious and combative, focused on logistics. Jesus doesn't have a bucket, it's a deep well, and there is an ancient rivalry. However, Jesus does not withdraw from her literalism, defensiveness, or complexity. He accepts the terms of her chaos and speaks into it without demanding that she resolve it first. This is the deeper work of mercy, not observing disorder from a safe distance, but stepping inside it. Doing mercy means entering confusion without preconditions, accompanying without full comprehension, and bringing clarity, not by argument, but by presence. It is staying long enough that someone remembers their dignity and perhaps their direction. This too is the charism of the Sisters of Providence. Blessed Emilie Gamelin shows us that God's care is revealed in the risk of showing up. In hospitals, streets, courtrooms, boarding houses, and wherever human life feels undone. Providence plunges into chaos, convinced that God meets us there. So this week, look for someone's noon, their inconvenient, unpolished hour. Mercy may look like listening when you're tired, accompanying without answers, mediating when it's messy, or walking with someone through a struggle you can't fix. Lent asks us not to stand outside the well explaining things. Doing mercy begins when we sit by another cistern and refuse to leave until love speaks louder than chaos.